What's going on, vinyl community? Hello, YouTube. I'm here, you're there, and this is what's spinning. Dig it. And what's spinning is Raven's Live at the Inferno, released in 1984 on Megaforce Records. 3 studio releases from Raven, and then BAM! Live, new wave of British heavy metal magic. 20 tracks, 80 minutes of pure, merciless, in-your-face, no overdub metal mayhem. That's right, a live record with no overdubs. I believe it says so right here. There are absolutely no overdubs on this album. Just 3 people, John and Mark Gallagher and Rob Wacko Hunter, pounding the drum kit. These guys put on a wild stage show at the time. Look at this, and right here you can see the guys here and there. I always love this. Their chest pads and football gear. This is just absolutely nuts. This is crushing riffs, drumming fury, high-pitched wailing. Seriously, what wasn't to love? Anytime I listen to Raven, I inevitably always start to draw comparisons and parallels to Anvil, Canadian thrash metal masters. It just seems to me that in the early 80s, and then even more so as time wore on, although the quality of the albums decreased a little bit, but at least in the early 80s, when speed metal was really setting its foot in and finding a blueprint, it was bands like Raven and Anvil that just did not get the due that they deserved. It was bands like Metallica and Anthrax to some degree that kind of took all the glory, and they were great bands. But it's bands like Raven and Anvil that kind of get forgotten, and definitely got forgotten at the time. And sure as hell, no one has stepped forward and made a movie about Raven like they did about Anvil. But that doesn't mean you should sleep on them. This is just fantastic. Now let me show you the labels on this one. Again, it's a 2 LP set. I don't know if I said that, but here's the label. So this is an original pressing on Megaforce Records, and this is just one of those many jewels in my collection that I'm so proud to own and love to have, because it's these earlier Raven records, and especially things on Megaforce, that just don't turn up anymore, let alone in really, really nice condition. I've had this in my collection for quite a while, and like I said, it's just in gorgeous shape. Nothing but a couple of wrinkles on the jacket, but otherwise, just a pleasure to listen to. And this is one I just picked up yesterday, started spinning, I'm still spinning it today, and figured I'd share it with you. So check out the album. Now you have to consider the time of release and realize that the 70s were gone, and bands like Priest had Screaming for Vengeance and Defenders of the Faith out. Metallica, who Raven toured with, had dropped Kill 'Em All and Ride the Lightning. Anthrax was right around the corner. Both are actually credited in the liner notes of the album. Here come Exodus, Slayer, speed metal, and then 80s heavy metal was taking flight in a huge way. Huge way. And it was really just getting rip-roaring and started at this point. And this definitely helped fuel the path. And a lot of bands were able to tour with Raven. Raven really got out there for a while. Raven would always rock, but those first 3 albums, and then this live document that came and captured all 3 live albums at their most frenetic, energetic best. They just capture the best of, for what was many, and myself included, Raven's best period ever. And thanks to Megaforce and a well-cared-for copy, it never has to be further away than just pulling it off the shelf. Definitely an album that I highly recommend. If you see it out in the wild anywhere, pick it up. Again, you just gotta ask yourself, how can these guys make that much noise and sound that damn good? 80 minutes, 20 tracks? Seriously, you're definitely getting your money's worth and your value out of an album like this. So I'm LJ, and that's what's spinning. Thanks for checking out Raven's Live at the Inferno. If you see it out there, grab yourself a copy. Feel free to leave a comment if you have one. Later.